We have Louis Leo the Fourth, followed by Rachel Eade.
I trust Dr. McNabb. I'm not. My name is Louis Leo. I'm a trial lawyer and founder of Florida Civil Rights Coalition. I hold a Juris Doctor, graduated with honors, and played college baseball. Before our ballparks were closed, I coached my son's baseball team in Boca Raton, which my law firm sponsors. I grew up playing baseball in South Florida, and I am now raising two young aspiring athletes who would like to follow in my footsteps, but may not be able to. Never thought I'd say that. Now, countless healthy children are not able to play sports or practice with their teams. They can't go to school or socialize. They must learn and interact with peers virtually. They can't exercise constitutional rights. Many sports, which are consensual activities with inherent risks and dangers to fans and players, are now prohibited under the guise of disease prevention. In a recent email, Vice Mayor Weinroth asked me two questions. Question one, what is my position relative to the activities mandated or restricted? My position is our community is suffering, but not from a novel virus. It's suffering from unconstitutional orders, which should never have been considered by officials who swore oaths to defend the Florida and U.S. constitutions, including the First Amendment, free expression, and free association. I do not presently know anyone who has suffered or died from contracting coronavirus. However, I do know many who are suffering today from losing jobs, isolation, depression, divorce, and CDC recommendations that have become unconstitutional mandates. Our friends and family are now unable to enjoy life and pursue happiness. If you are sick or afraid, if you want to social distance and stay home or wear masks, you're free to follow CDC recommendations. That is your right as an American citizen. But nobody, especially public officials who swore to protect and defend that right, has the right or authority. I've heard a lot of talk about authority. You don't have the authority to force citizens, whether they are healthy or sick, to stay home or stand anywhere, let alone 6 feet apart, or to wear masks, or to use or inject themselves or their loved ones with any CDC recommended products. If consenting people, whether they're healthy or suffering from physical disability, wish to congregate and exercise their rights to live free and, yes, even die free, public officials must support, defend, and protect that right in the United States of America. Question number two. I was asked, what would I do as a decision maker today in the face of statistical information being provided by WHO, CDC, FLDOH? I would remember what's on the board on the first day of my college statistics class. Statistics lie. May I have a moment to finish?
Do you have anything else to say? That's my question to you.
Yeah, I'm just answering Vice Mayor's question. I would carefully examine and question stats and recommendations from unethical sources whose products or treatments have caused injuries and deaths. What would I not do? I would never mandate harmful products, no matter who recommends them, because where there is risk, there must be choice. I would not mandate social distancing or restrict Americans' constitutional rights to free expression and free association. And when faced with an unprecedented mass deprival of civil rights under the guise of disease prevention, I would not consent or acquiesce. I would remember sunlight is the best disinfectant. And since experts say sunlight and heat kill viruses quickly, I would not close our beaches or parks. I would remember my oath, the oath you all took, to support, defend, and protect the U.S. and Florida constitutions, which supersedes all unconstitutional edicts. I would remember Florida Constitution, Article 1, Declaration of Rights, Section 2, Basic Rights.
Sir, your time has expired, but Vice Mayor Weinroth does have a question for you.
Absolutely.
Or a comment, so you're recognized, sir.
I'm going to just say, if you had one more minute, what would you finish up with?
1 minute. If you would like me, if you would allow me, I would read what Article 1, Declaration of Rights, Section 2, Basic Rights says, because I think a lot of people have forgotten it. May I read it?
Please.
And then I have a question for you.
Continue.
Again, Article 1, Declaration of Rights, Section 2, Basic Rights, available online for everybody, Florida statutes. All natural persons, female and male alike, are equal before the law. and have inalienable rights, among which are the right to enjoy and defend life and liberty and to pursue happiness, to be rewarded for industry and to acquire, possess, and protect property. No person shall be deprived of any right because of race, religion, national origin, or physical disability. It's there in black and white. Now, we the people ask the vice mayor, the mayor, and all other public officials and citizens in our county and state alike, what will you do today? Will you end this constitutional crisis? Will you end the lockdown and unconstitutional restrictions on our inalienable rights? Will you reopen Florida today? Thanks for your time, and we do look forward to your response.
Please refrain from showing any support or objection to the comments made by the public. Thank you.
Mr. Leo, it's good to put a face behind my new pen pal. And while I may disagree with a lot that you said, I certainly respect your right to have been here today to let us hear you. And thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, and thank you for letting me finish, although my time has expired.